The subway is more than a train. It's a test of time, patience, presence. It moves beneath cities like New York, Chicago, and Boston with steel certainty, carrying millions through the veins of concrete and iron. But for women, every descent into the underground comes with calculation. It's not just about when the next train arrives, it's about what happens while you wait. Who's nearby? Which car to board? What bag to carry? What to wear? Every ride is a silent equation. Because, for all its efficiency, the subway is not always built for comfort, nor for safety, and certainly not for everyone. The noise, the pace, the unspoken codes of conduct, they demand more from certain riders than others. And women, more often than not, are expected to move with vigilance baked into their stride. In this video, we're not just exposing the problems, we're offering clarity. We'll walk through practical, personal safety tips every woman should know. But we'll also talk about more than fear. We'll explore how to navigate fare costs wisely, how to move smarter through crowds, how to avoid the common pitfalls of the daily hustle. Because it's not just safety that matters. It's ease, confidence, control. This isn't about paranoia. It's about presence. If you're a woman who rides the rails, or someone who cares about those who do, this guide is for you. Because every journey underground should feel like yours. Not a place to survive, but a place to move freely. 1. Choose where you stand and sit wisely. Where you position yourself on the platform and inside the train can make a major difference in how safe and comfortable you feel during your commute. When waiting for the train, it's a smart habit to stand near the conductor's car, which is usually located toward the middle of the train. This car is typically staffed, meaning there's a person present who can intervene or assist in case of trouble. It also tends to be more populated, reducing the chances of being isolated on a platform or in a car. If you're commuting late at night, make it a rule to wait in well-lit areas, ideally near station booths, security cameras, or other passengers. It might require walking further down the platform, but the increased visibility and presence of others can offer a vital layer of protection. Trust that extra few steps to potentially make all the difference. Once inside the train, be intentional about where you sit or stand. Avoid sitting at the extreme ends of the car if they're empty, especially if you're the only rider in the area. Instead, choose a spot closer to other people, ideally near other women or groups, as there's often an unspoken sense of mutual watchfulness. And if you see a car that's strangely empty while others are full, that can be a silent warning. There may be a disruptive individual inside, or even a mechanical issue. When in doubt, choose company over quiet. Safety thrives in shared space. 2. Use your phone strategically. Stay aware, not distracted. Your phone can be a powerful safety tool, but like anything powerful, it depends on how you use it. In moments of transit, especially when you're alone or traveling at off-peak hours, your phone becomes more than just a device for scrolling. It becomes your lifeline. But it can also make you vulnerable if it draws too much of your attention away from your surroundings. Being lost in a playlist or deeply focused on your screen can give off the impression that you're unaware, making you a more attractive target for unwanted attention. One of the smartest tricks is to keep your headphones in, but keep the volume low or even muted. This creates the illusion that you're distracted or occupied, while still allowing you to stay alert. You'll hear the footsteps behind you, the shift in tone, the voices that grow too close. These little sensory cues matter, and often come early. If you feel uncomfortable, don't hesitate to fake a phone call. Talk out loud. Say someone's name. Mention where you are. Even a short staged call like, "Yeah, I'm getting off at 34th now, meet me by the stairs," can be enough to signal you're not alone and being tracked. You can also share your live location through apps like WhatsApp, iMessage, or Google Maps with a trusted friend or family member. Set expectations, when you'll arrive, and what route you're taking. In moments where something feels off, start recording discreetly. Use your front-facing camera and keep your phone at chest level or lower to avoid drawing attention. Alternatively, open your voice memos app and begin capturing audio. These recordings can act as critical evidence if a situation escalates and needs to be reported later. Having that digital record offers not only protection, but also peace of mind, and in some cases, accountability. Ultimately, your phone can be both armor and alert system. Use it with intention, and it becomes more than a distraction. It becomes part of your personal safety toolkit. 3. Trust your instincts, and don't second-guess them. Many women are taught to be polite, even when they feel unsafe. But on the subway, your safety comes before social expectations. If someone is making you uncomfortable, don't hesitate to change seats, move to another car at the next stop, or get off the train entirely and wait for the next one. Your gut feeling is often right. If someone sits too close, stares too long, or follows you, do not brush it off. You don't need proof to take action. You need to feel safe. 4. Keep essentials within reach and hands-free. Always organize your belongings for easy, quick access. Your Metro card or phone should be in a side pocket or clipped pouch, not buried at the bottom of a large tote. If possible, carry a bag that zips fully and is worn close to your body. Backpack-style or crossbody bags are better than handbags that hang loose. And if you're wearing a backpack in a crowd, wear it in front of you. Keep one hand free when possible. It helps in case you need to grab a pole, text, or shield yourself quickly. 5. Stay near other women or groups. When possible. If you're boarding a train late at night or in a low-traffic station, it's wise to subtly position yourself near other women or groups. There's a quiet kind of safety that comes from proximity. Not necessarily in conversation, but in shared awareness. Most women, without exchanging a single word, understand the unspoken code of looking out for one another in public spaces. Simply standing or sitting near someone who feels familiar or grounded can create a subtle shift in dynamic, one that makes it harder for harassers to isolate or intimidate. If something doesn't feel right, if someone's behavior seems off, if you sense you're being followed or watched, don't hesitate to move closer to another person or group, especially other women. Even a simple moment of eye contact or a quick nod can open up a channel of nonverbal communication. In many cases, that tiny signal is all it takes to let another woman know you're uncomfortable, and she'll usually respond with body language that makes room for you or creates a barrier between you and the threat. Never feel obligated to sit alone just because there's space. You don't owe anyone isolation. If someone challenges your decision to change seats or stand near others, you don't owe them an explanation either. Your comfort comes first. Choosing your spot based on safety, not just convenience, isn't paranoid. It's powerful. Trust that intuition. And remember, being near others isn't weakness. It's wisdom. 6. Know where the emergency features are. Every subway car is equipped with emergency intercoms, usually located near the doors. Take a moment when you board to note where the emergency help buttons are. If you're ever in a situation where you feel threatened, press the button and speak clearly to the conductor. If someone is harassing you and you're trapped between stops, calling out to the conductor through the intercom is often enough to disrupt the behavior and alert others that something is wrong. 7. Carry small safety tools. And know how to use them. Consider carrying non-lethal self-defense tools like a whistle, a small flashlight, or pepper spray if it's legal in your area. But tools are only effective if you're comfortable using them. Practice with them beforehand. A whistle or personal alarm, for example, can attract attention fast and make most harassers back off. Just having these items can boost your confidence and prepare you for emergencies, even if you never need to use them. 8. Plan your route, especially at night. If you're commuting late, try to plan your route to avoid long waits on empty platforms or sketchy transfers. Use transit apps like CityMapper, Transit, or Google Maps to monitor real-time arrivals. If the app shows a long wait ahead, consider waiting near an attendant booth or delaying your entry into the station. And always know your exit strategy, which exits are closest to well-lit streets, populated areas, or your final destination. 9. Speak up or out when it's safe. If you feel someone is invading your space or harassing you verbally, speaking firmly and clearly can sometimes stop it in its tracks. A loud, simple "stop" or "back off" often draws attention from nearby passengers. Harassers rely on silence and embarrassment. If confrontation feels unsafe, shift away and report the incident using MTA help points or text-based reporting services where available. Remember, it's never your fault, and it's always okay to demand space. 10. Trust other women, and be that person for someone else. Lastly, trust that you are not alone. Other women on the subway understand what you're feeling, and many will help you without hesitation. If you ever see someone who looks uncomfortable, offer a subtle cue. "Hey, do you want to sit with me?" Or, "I think we go to the same school, right?" A few kind words can break the silence and offer safety. Be the woman you'd want around if you were in trouble, and trust that others will do the same for you. Riding the subway shouldn't mean preparing for survival. It should mean getting where you need to go, safely, confidently, and freely. These tips aren't about paranoia. They're about power, about equipping yourself with choices, awareness, and presence. Until the system truly changes, these everyday actions can help women protect their space and their peace on the rails beneath the city.